Okay girls, this is what we're shooting this afternoon. This is a Tisas high power stainless steel, and I've swapped out the thumb safety for an extended thumb safety out of a FEG or FEG high power. It dropped right in, no problems at all. It's got a Browning high power spur hammer. I took the ring hammer out because it was digging a hole in the web of my hand. Just my hand, the way it fit this gun, rides up, and the ring hammer was just tearing me up. So swapped it out for a genuine Browning hammer, and I put a Browning sear in it. So the trigger pull on this gun, the magazine disconnect safety has been removed. So took that out. So the trigger pull is about 4.5 pounds, and it's a pretty decent clean break. And we're going to be shooting this gun today with 124 grain ammo in the Armscore Magtech and Blazer, and 115 grain in the Fiocchi. Now I've already shot the gun a few times out here on the range, and it prefers 147s, but it also liked the 115 Fiocchis. So just going to shoot some groups with the different ammo and see how she does. Got Metgar magazines, that's what this gun came with, and this is one that I added to the collection of mags. This one's nickel plated, and this one's just regular Parkerized. This gun also has VZ G10 grips, and it has great grip. This gun, I mean, it fits my hand, and these VZ golf ball texture grips, man, they work great. So just going to shoot it a few times to see how she does. Okay, Tisas high power steel plates. Let's see how many times I can miss. One miss, not too bad. Buy more ammo, that's the key. Okay, here's kind of my final thoughts on this Tisas high power. I'm not any professional review guy or anything, not a professional, champion shooter or anything, but just an average backyard shooter. And I'm going to tell you, it's been a very reliable gun. This has got about 900 rounds through it now, and I think I've had about 5 failure to feed. And the only complaints I have with the gun, I added a extended thumb safety. It comes with a little tiny Browning high power style safety on it, the Mark II style safety, and there's just nothing there for a safety. So that's a must-have as an extended safety on these. And the other thing, like all the other reviewers their videos you're gonna watch, they're gonna tell you that the sights on these, the sight cuts are proprietary. So even though it looks like a Novak cut, you can't just pop these sights off and put a Novak sight on there. Something that suits you, or as you saw on my targets, I'm shooting low, so I really need a lower front sight for this gun, and there's no option out there. So unless you have the dovetails recut, which who wants to spend a couple $100 to have that done and sights put on and all that. If there were Novak sights, I could swap them out myself. And I think that the Tisas folks really ought to consider changing that dovetail cut so that you can put any sight you want on there, or at least any high power sight. There's plenty out there on the market to choose from. And the Novak front's the same as a 1911 if it was a Novak cut. So anyway, that's the only complaint I have. They need to change the dovetail, and I'll probably have to have this one recut at some point. Down the road, I'll probably have that done. It's just a range plinker for me. I don't think I would carry this gun. I might carry it once in a while. It's fits well in the holster. I've got the inside the waistband holster. I've got a couple high powers, and I carry them out on the property sometimes, or around town or whatnot, but I'd feel perfectly safe carrying it with some hollow points in it, but it's just a fun toy, for me, shoot on the range. But anyway, that's my thoughts. They're great guns. They're not super cheap, but they're reasonable, especially compared to real Brownings that just keep jumping in price, and they're not making the Browning anymore, so price keeps going up and up. I think that if you want a high power, you don't want to pay a Browning price. This is definitely a good alternative. This one's stainless. They make it in a like a Cerakoted black. Good looking gun also. I chose stainless just because I wanted something different. Already got a couple black high powers or blued ones. So anyway, nice little gun, good shooter. You're gonna love it on the range if you get one. I swapped out, you know, the sear, the hammer, and the thumb safety on this one, and the grips. But nice little gun.